I'm going to show you the best OBS settings for streaming and recording with an ultra-wide monitor. We're going to go over how to change your base canvas resolution and how to set up your first scene, the best settings for streaming and recording at the best quality, and as a bonus, I'll show you a one-click instant replay setup so you can finally start clipping your accidental skill shots. In OBS, we're first going to be working in the video section, and that's where most people get stuck. Now, just because you have a sexy ultra-wide monitor doesn't mean your viewers do, so we are going to set our base and output canvas to 2560 by 1440. Which gives you a crisp 2.5K canvas at 16 by 9 aspect ratio. Now keep watching because this will all make sense at the end when I show you how to build your first scene. And I like capturing in 60 frames per second because I can always change it in post-production just because I like the extra headroom. Next, we'll head over to output and make sure you are working in the advanced mode. We'll go over all of these tabs, but for now, we're just gonna focus on streaming. Now I have a full video on splitting your game, music, and Discord audio into completely separate channels that you should definitely watch after this. But for now, just make sure that your video coder is set to H.264 NVENC. Do not rescale your output. Make sure this is disabled, making your resolution 1920 by 1080. Now you can pause the video and copy the rest of the encoder settings, but I promise you that 1440p downscaled to 1080p at 6000 bitrate will make your stream look crispy. And my recording settings are virtually identical, except I change it to 20,000 bitrate. That way I have more pixel data in the back end for when I'm making clips and videos for YouTube. Don't worry about the audio tab. All of this can just stay by default. And speaking of making clips, let's talk about the replay buffer quick before we build your ultra-wide scene. Now, I honestly don't know why more people don't use the replay buffer. I have mine set to 3 minutes, so 180 seconds. This adds up to about a 400 megabit file once the video is actually saved. And I use this feature to farm millions of views on my gaming channel because with a click of a button after you start the replay buffer and you have a vertical canvas, which I talk about how to add in another video, with the click of a button, you instantly have a clip ready for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or Slop Talk. Now from here, all you have to do is build out your scene. There are 2 ways of doing this, and only one of them is correct. Let me explain. Most people will hit the plus icon, add a display capture. I have 3 monitors, so my ultra-wide is already added. They will take their display capture source, make it as big as possible, and bleed it off the side of the canvas in OBS. Now this is technically one way of doing it, especially if you have one of those super ultra-wide monitors, but in my opinion, it's not the right way. And if you really want to make your stream and your content stand out, the best way is to size your ultra-wide to fit within the center of your 16 by 9 canvas in OBS. This makes it easy to add your camera to the bottom corner. You can add little social platform plugs in the other corner. If you want, you can move the ultra-wide up a little bit and it looks super cinematic, and you can maybe have your chat here in the middle. I've even seen some people add media sources in the background, like display a video just to add some visual interest behind your ultra-wide. And because you're recording in a massive 2.5K Ultra HD resolution, when you're saving your clips or recording footage, you can crop and pan and zoom and do anything you want in post-production because you have so much data and pixels to work with. But before you go, make sure to check out the video on how to separate your desktop, game, music, and Discord audio from OBS. And if you haven't already, definitely watch this 59-second guide to multi-streaming.